Hey, here we are at Rob's.
Okay, leash held. You ready?
Yep, go ahead.
Leash held in the right hand. You want to break just in front of the knees. We've gone over most of the working of the leash we're going to do with the legs. So, as the leg comes forward, it's going to catch the leash and bring her. And that's to get away from the hand struggle with her. So everything we do when we want to go into forward motion, she has learned that left foot forward means follow. And I turn and she's not following, the leg will bring the leash around. And the left foot makes the last motion. And that's her command to sit and stay. When this left foot comes to a stop, it's her command to sit and stay. So she's learned that left foot forward means follow, and that right foot forward means S-T-A-Y. You don't even have to say it. Stay. So it's real important for this to work that the right hand is against your body. If it floats out, your legs aren't going to touch the leash at all. So it's left foot forward. As I'm getting ready to stop, I'm going to count in my head, left, right, left. And as I do that left, right, left, I slow my pace slightly because that's kind of her cue to pay attention because I'm slowing to stop. Good girl. So, basically, obedience is body communication. She'll learn to read how my body moves. My body communicates with her more than my mouth or language does what I'm expecting her to do in reading and following me. The about turn, you can either pivot straight away and step away, or if you want to take steps in the middle of that turn, it doesn't matter. Anything's appropriate. The left turn you lead into with the right foot. It comes across and builds a barrier for her. If she's not following, then the left foot's going to catch the lead and turn. This is a really good turn, and if she's forwarding ahead of you, because you can see it makes her cut back. And then the right turn you lead with the left foot because it catches the leash and brings her. Okay? So your turns, just remember the opposite foot. A left turn you lead with the right foot. A right turn you lead with the left foot. So it's the opposite foot of the turn you're making. Good girl, baby. Good girl. Stay, step out. Left palm from your right shoulder. Lock your elbow with the palm about 4 inches in front of her nose. As the palm comes to a stop is when I give the command, stay. And then I step away with the right foot. Turn and face her. You want to hold the leash in both hands. The reason for that, if she were to start to break the stay, I quickly slide the left hand up the leash and step back. I don't want to repeat the S-T-A-Y though, because she knows she's supposed to be in a stay. Now there's a few different things we can do from this position. Number one, I can return to her, which I transfer the leash to my left hand, grab an imaginary pole in front of her, and use that as my pivot point. So that leash stays draped out in front of her. Okay. What we don't want to do is this. Because it's going to move her. And if she moves like she just did, and I tighten the leash on her, I can't correct her because it was my error. Stay. So again, it's leash in the left hand, up and around, back to heel position, leash goes back in the right hand. The second thing we can do this doing it. I'm doing the staying, kind of stepping in front of her to help hold her there. But she's beyond that, so I can give her a stay and step right, left, turn, and pace. So when they're first learning it, it's harder if you walk straight away, because she'll want to break and come with me. But I'll do that one again. Stay. She's also to the point where I could just use the vocal stay, I could just use the hand command, or I could just use the foot command, or any combination of them, because she knows them all. Stay. Right, left, turn, and face. Take all my twists out of the leash. Okay, and then the recall or come command, I point at her kind of like I'm saying, Bailey, come, good girl. As she comes into me, I kind of gather the leash up. That helps guide her in straight. And so again, she's to do an automatic sit. That also has the leash in my hands ready to pass behind me for the next command, which is a finish. The finish command, palm facing yourself, goes like right in front of where your belt buckle would be. And as you follow your belt line around, I want to come clear around and contact myself on the left hip. The reason for that is to make sure that I follow all the way through. If I don't and I stop my hand here, I'm actually saying stay. So I want that hand to come clear around, and you always give the verbal part of the command as you're drawing the action. So it was come. As my hand comes to a stop, is stay. As I draw the finish is when I'll say it. Finish. Good girl, Bailey. And then she can come around back to heel position. Girl. Leash goes back into the right hand, back into heel position. A couple of turns that are kind of fun for her is an outside. She almost has to pivot in one play. It really teaches her to follow you and watch you. And then outside, where you stay in one place and she goes around. Good girl. Okay, that was her error because I slowed down. So I want to bring her back where her shoulder is parallel with my leg. Stand back up into heel position. Good girl. The other thing that's important is if she does something wrong, you'll notice I don't tell her no or bad girl. We don't use negative reinforcement. I'll put the pressure on her to put her back there, but if she hears any vocalization from me, it would be good girl when she's where I want her to be. So in other words, I'm showing her what the alternative is. It's either the correction or it's good girl. And then she can make a decision what she would rather have, which obviously she'll want to bring. Let me get sideways so we can do the down command. But I'm going to go on an angle so you can see it better. Down command, we transfer the leash to the left hand. Right palm comes, again, about 4 inches in front of her nose, and I want to draw the line where I want her nose to go. So if I don't want her nose over here, I don't want to go down. Good girl. Sit. So if I want her nose straight out there, that's where I'm going to draw my hand. Flat palm. I'll give the vocal command as I draw the action down. Dog. And I want to stand back up erect into heel position. Now there's, again, 3 or 4 different things we can do from this position. I can do a stay, step out, stay, right, left, turn, stay. From here, I could either return to her, or I could have called her into a come. I'll do that next. Stay, right, left, turn, stay. Good girl, baby. Good dog. Well, I'm going to return to her because we're still working on the down position at the side. I place my palm down on the ground, and as I draw it up to my chest, I say, sit. Good girl, baby. Good sit. Good sit. Let me turn this way so you can see that better. Down. You've worked her a lot, haven't you? You haven't? She's doing great. Again, palm down, kind of right in between her paws. And sit.
You know, Rob, I've worked her maybe like 5 minutes here and there. And last night I worked her 5 minutes in the bedroom in front of the boys. And she responds so well.
Wow. Good dog. Good girl. Oh, you got an ear infection?
Does she? You know,
I was barely rubbing it. She cried.
She might have gotten water in it from the pond. Do you have any stuff? Do you have any of that ear stuff over at the shop?
That dries to a powder.
Yeah.
That protects their ears.
But if she has an ear infection, she probably needs something more, huh?
Well, if it's actually infected, she'll need antibiotics, but it doesn't look inflamed. Stay. We did the down from in front, didn't we?
Uh-huh. She knows that.
Okay, I bring a close fist to my shoulder, and then as I stand my hand straight up, I open my flat palm. So, close fist to shoulder, down, and then the command is over. If she does it down, step forward and put her down. Okay? The sit command, bending at the elbow only, I go, sit. She doesn't sit, good dog, and step forward. It's really important that once you peek with the palm on this one, that the command is over and you drop the arm. What people have a tendency to do is go down. Okay? And she'll confuse that with come. Good down, baby. Sit. Good girl. Down. Good down, baby. Sit. Good sit. Good sit. Get up there. Good girl. All right. Heel. Anytime we go into a heel, from anywhere that she's not at my side sitting, I tap my leg. So if she's in a down, when I go forward into a heel, I tap my leg. That kind of tells her, this is where I want you to be. Come up here. If we've done a stay, step to the right. Same thing, I tap my leg. Good girl. Well, you're following nicely. See how she's flowing with me? That's what they like in a show ring, is that flow. We'll stay. Step to the left. And this one I'm going to have to pass the leash behind me as she comes forward. Yep. Good girl. All right. There you go. Stay. Step back. On this one, I'm going to want to step right foot first because then my left foot will be passing her as I pass her. So I go right, left. And like I told you before, these are not formal commands that you ever use in a competition.
But see,
In variety and fun.
I would never remember that without this. This is great.
I'll do a stay, step forward. When we first started doing this, you'll probably remember I told you never ever let your dog put you into motion. This is the only exception to that. And I think they kind of enjoy it. So what I'll do is tap my leg. If she meets me, then I move forward with her. Good girl. advanced enough. That was far enough away that I think it was proper to correct her. What haven't we covered? Man, that's pretty much all of it, huh?
She's doing good.
That's every command. Oh, walk around. Stay. That's once I've gone to the stay, step out position. Again, this is not a formal command that you would use in a show ring, but it brings a lot of control to the stay. What I'm going to do is just keep walking around her, but she's going to want to break and follow me. I can switch hands and change direction. Stop back out in front of her, or I can go back in field position. Heel. Another one that really proves the stay, is getting out and then crouching down. You'll remember when we first did this, she broke. This is a tough one for them to stay in the same position.
If it were me, she'd break.
Stay, baby. Stay. Okay, to give her a break or to call her out of formal obedience, I transfer the leash to the left hand. I take my right palm, and as I pat her on the chest, I tell her that she's out. You're out. Yeah. And that's when I pay him off for working on her. Yeah.
Okay, stand by.
Okay, you did that right, so pull her back to where her shoulder's parallel with your legs. Good. Give her a little snap forward. Good. Once you do that one again, stay step directly in front of her. Okay, now one way that might be good to correct that, Linda, is when you get your hands on her, she gets all excited.
No.
And if she's crooked, let's say I'm here and I want her here, I can kind of tighten up on her front end and just gently bump her here. Like, get over there.
Rather than lift
Right.
her hand.
That way I'm not touching her with my hands and she's not going to get all excited and screw up. But be gentle with it. You don't want to make her afraid of feet. But if it's just kind of like a guidance tap, I'm not kicking her, I'm just tapping her. That guided her in straight. And that'll keep her from.
Yeah, that's probably the only problem I've had.
That's what I find. If you touch her, she gets all excited. So.
Well, she wants it. She wants OBT on.
Right. And that was on film also.
Baby. Now I'm not. You hold it in your left hand for a finish with your hand here.
Correct. And once you go around, then you pass it to your right hand.
So you go like this.
Let me show that on film too.
But
Got it in your left hand, proper right. I give the finish, and then I go right hand,
and
left hand, back to right hand. And I'm back into heel position.
Baby, watch me. Finish.
Perfect. Now back to right hand. That should help bring her around.
Come on,
if I wasn't there, she would have done it.
Good finish.
Very nice, Linda.
Okay, let's try it again, okay?
Beautiful. Nothing wrong with that. Good. Okay, now, if she kind of starts regressing, go ahead and go back to passing it against your thigh. So in other words, I'm going to guide her there again for maybe 2 or 3 times. Finish.
Sometimes she gets used to my little step back.
Stay. Finish. So I'm actually correcting it. Stay. Notice how I'm popping the leash a little harder. Finish. Good girl. Good dog. Now watch this one. Stay. Finish. Good girl. All right. All right. See. So if she starts kind of messing around with you, go back to do 2 or 3 of them corrective, and then give her the chance to do it right. She worked wide of me, came around perfect, and I tell her, good girl. Okay. Same thing in any of them. If they start getting sloppy with the command, go back to correcting her for it. Don't give her the chance to do it right. Does that make sense? So for 3 times there, I didn't give her the chance to do it right. The second I said finish, I popped her. Then the 4th one, I gave her the chance to do it right. So what she's learning there is what's called avoidance training. What she just learned is, oh, I can totally avoid the correction by doing it right the first time. Does that make sense? Okay. We switched handlers, so you'll need to tell her heel. So I want you to do the same thing, like 2 of them when you pop her with the leash, and then give her the chance to do it right. So you can do that stay and step right in front of her like I was doing. Good. Pass it behind you. She learned. That was beautiful. Now return to her because she's anticipating the finish. Forward. Good. Very nice. Okay, slight tap on her right hip with your foot. Just slight. In order to make that work, though, you got to tighten up her front end.
So that she's looking at me.
Yeah. Because you had it flat there and it allowed her to move. So if I got her tight here, then when I bump her out. Okay. But I got her tight here, so I keep the front end right in front of me. And that way I can move the rear end around. See, now that's not something I would have done 4 weeks ago. But she's progressed and advanced enough now that if she's not doing it right, it's appropriate that she gets negative reinforcement. So in other words, the dissatisfaction of committing the negative act has to outweigh the satisfaction. Very nice. So, once you actually put her in that down, you shouldn't have to say stay. Because sit means sit, stay. Down means down, stay. Because that's the command she was given, was down. So she can't break that till she's asked to.
So is she in a stay right now?
Correct. Even though you didn't say anything. Once she comes to a stop and does an automatic sit, that means sit, stay.
And if I back away, does it matter which foot I back away on?
No, because you're in front of her.
Okay.
Very nice. Forward. Good. Okay, Okay, good. That's good. Do a stay step back again and another down. And then I want you to sit her from in front of you. Because we don't have that yet.
Down.
Good. Very nice. Tell her good down.
Good down, Bailey. Good down.
Okay, with your right arm straight down, bending at the elbow only, palm facing her. Sit.
Bailey, sit.
Good.
Sit, baby.
And return to her. Now I want you to do it down from the side. And stay at her side. Good. Stand up. Now I want you to do a sit from the side. That's when you put your hand down on your right hand, transfer release to your left hand. Your right hand down on the lawn, clear to the lawn, and draw to your chest as you say sit. Perfect. Praise her. Okay. Forward. Go ahead and come to a stop. I just remembered one thing we don't have on here. And that's the walking down that I showed you last time.
We tried that.
Well, I noticed you're doing the same stepping out, which is kind of it, but you're doing it from stationary instead of walking. Maybe, yeah.
No, I mean, we did it at home.
Right, that's why I want to get it on film for you. Because I realized you didn't have it on film. I guess I'll need to do it going this way so you can see it. Okay, as I'm in a forward hill movement, as my right foot comes up, I go down and step away. Again, the reason I want my right foot forward is because right foot forward means stay. And once I give her that down, I want her to stay behind. Then I can return to her. And this is one she really doesn't know. We've shown it to her once, but if you practice it a little bit, she'll get it down flawless.
You're being a
Reach
good
to
boy.
my left hand, down, and step away. She's starting to get it. Okay. Good girl. So just for film's sake, why don't you try that one?
Okay. Now, did you say you step away with your right foot
Well, while I'm walking,
while you're walking?
if she's here, as I bring my right foot up, I go down.
Okay, Bailey. You're gonna heel with Mama now, okay? You're gonna heel with me. Yeah. Yeah, you're a good girl. Okay, here. Down.
Perfect. Perfect, Linda. Perfect.
Good girl, Bailey.
Now, can you think of anything that we haven't covered?
Out, Bailey, out. Oh my God, you're so good. You're so good, girl. I can't. Not right now. This is enough for us to